Hey guys, it's Tierney here. I just want to come through and make this message for you guys very quickly because it is something that a lot of people have been asking me about lately, and I've just been intuitively guided to share this message on how to connect with your spirit guides and ascended masters. This has been something that I've learned a lot over time just with connecting with different guides and ascended energies. And through my own experience, I've really found that the best way to connect with higher forces beyond you, whether that's angels, archangels, ascended masters, spirit animals, spirit guides, or even just specific light force energies, or even extraterrestrials. The best way to connect with them is by simply inviting them in. I think that this is all dependent on your own nature and how you are best able to receive the information and how you're best able to receive the lessons and guidance from your guides. And for me, I noticed that I work very, very well with subtle magic. My entire life is pretty much built off of spirituality and my spiritual connection to the higher forces and to the connection I feel with all the people in my life. And I've been able to live my life in that space because I live a life full of subtle magic, and so my guides and angels know that. And so if you're somebody who works really well with very powerful and fierceful magic, then your guides may work with you in that way. But I'm saying, just off of my own experience, I work very well with subtle magic. And so the way that I've been able to connect with guides, ascended masters, higher dimensional beings who are working for me and want to work with me is by simply inviting them in. And all you have to do to invite them in is just go within, close your eyes, and just take some deep breaths and center yourself. And once you've reached that centered space within yourself, you're able to bridge that connection with them by simply just praying to them, asking for their presence in your life. If it's a spirit animal, you can just pray and say, "Hello, I am calling upon a spirit animal to work with me right now in my life for this specific thing. May you please make your presence known in my life, and may I please see you." And then the first maybe animal or a guide that comes to your mind, well, that's it. Or maybe you open your eyes and you see an animal, or throughout your day you see an animal and it'll click. You'll feel that. You'll feel almost like a chill in your spine or just a very big strength. As soon as I did that, I saw a butterfly flying outside my window. So this is pure, it's potent. And your ability, I think a lot of times we can expect these guides to come through instantly. And sometimes that's not true. Sometimes these things take time. The right moment has to align for us to be able to best receive their guidance and their connection. And so sometimes it takes time, but just ask and you shall receive. And you have to stay open to their messages. And they'll send you messages through little things. Sometimes my guides will send me messages through little feathers, or finding heart-shaped rocks, or things that I perceive in the clouds, or just driving and seeing a billboard with a powerful message on it that I need to hear. Or even I've had times where I've been at the grocery store and I've been praying to my guides to help me with a specific issue or blockage I'm working on, and after that thought, I'll overhear a conversation of somebody behind me saying exactly what I needed to hear. It's crazy. These things will come through in the most subtle ways. And so my main message and advice to you guys when working with spirit guides, spirit animals, higher dimensional beings, is to just stay open, bridge that communication, and keep your perspective open to which way that they're going to communicate to you. And you will always know that they're communicating to you because you can just feel it. Like it's just different. Like I see butterflies all the time, but like in that moment, I knew when that butterfly flew by, it's like its consciousness was calling out to me. And I'm sure you guys have experienced that before. Like you can feel, like once you get more in tune with yourself, in tune with the energy of the universe begins to work with you and it'll make itself known to you. And you can feel that those subtle consciousness and the strong consciousness. And, it's up to you to keep that connection going. Our guides are always working with us and working for us, but we have to do the work to be able to perceive them, especially because a lot of us are being raised in a world where that connection isn't really nurtured, and so it's up to us to kind of rebuild that connection. And the way that happens is through persistence and dedication with devotion. And so you need to be devoted to your life and listening to your guides' lessons and magic and words of wisdom. And they're coming to you for this assistance. And so, it works for all of us in a different way, whether we listen to our guides' guidance or not. But I'm a firm believer that they're not going to just stop working with you because you're not listening to their guidance. They're only going to make it more intense until you truly tune in and listen. So yeah, I feel like when working with guides and higher dimensional beings, all you need to do is invite them in. It's spiritual law. You have to invite them and invite their presence into their life in order for that connection to be truly bridged and solidified. They're always going to be working with you in subtle ways, but if you want them to work with you in a strong way, you need to ask them and be clear. You can't just subtly be like, okay, hello, please help me. No, be clear on what you need. Bridge that connection. Show up fully. And the more that you show up, the more energy you'll get. And so it's just like any other relationship. You have to nurture it. And you have to stay open and keep your perspective open, and they're going to come to you in the best way you're able to receive it. So, I don't know, that's just my little bit of information and insight on how to connect with your guides and ascended masters. Just stay open, bridge that communication, and practice the devotion and listen to their lessons. I hope you guys felt that one. So much Reiki to you, and blessings upon your day.